It's Brian from McDuff's Cool Stuff, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some information regarding estate sales. Perhaps you're someone who needs to conduct an estate sale for your own family, or you are perhaps thinking about doing this as a business, side business, or even a full-time business. And I will tell you that it is a lot of work doing something like this because if you've been to estate sales before, you'll know that you just show up and you say, oh, look at all this stuff, it's all arranged and all that. Well, it takes time to do that for sure. And there's a fair amount of lifting and moving and things like that. So there is some physical labor involved and a lot of mental labor as well, trying to keep organized. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is our first look at a house that we're working with. And the client, gave us the keys, met with us already. And then I'm going to show you what I saw pretty much the first time we went through. We didn't really touch anything in this video, and not everything is displayed. There are things that are still in cabinets and things that we didn't even know existed, and we went through every single corner of the house. It was a lot of work. We're poking around every corner, and we pulled out everything we could find that was sellable, and cleaned it up, made it look nice. And then we went through the process of pricing everything. I figure that if everything has a price, it's better than the kind of estate sales where you just go through and you just take the stuff up to the person who's holding the sale, say, how much is this, how much is this, how much is this, and they give you some price based on their thoughts and feelings that moment. And so what we did is go through, we did the thoughts and feelings, I guess, ahead of time, and then we put a price on it all. And I even took the extra step of putting barcodes on all the price tags so that when they bring it up to me, I could just scan it and then it'll give me a total of what it is. On Sunday, we have half off days, so if they're not happy about the price that we came up with, and then they can come back on Sunday, and if it's still there, they can get it for half off. And so you probably may be thinking, where do you get the prices from? And just through experience of doing this. And then for things that we don't know, especially the pricier things, because we found some nice porcelain pieces in there, new equipment, snow blower, all kinds of things that were new. We actually looked them up online. And then I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but I've been to some sales before where they go to eBay, they find the thing on eBay, and they put the price that someone's asking for it, and they're asking the same price. And I said, well, if that were the case, I would just go on eBay and buy it, because you got a guarantee and all that kind of thing. But in this case, what I did was I took the sold price, what it actually sold for on eBay, verified sold price, and then I would cut that price approximately in half, because there's no point of them, if they know what it costs, and if it's the same as going to the store like Home Depot or something like that to buy it, what's the point? You want them to buy it from you. So we have no overhead on these things. We're just trying to get the most money for our clients and for ourselves so we can, keep running our business. So that's my philosophy on this. And I know there are people that would think differently. They may have a different way of doing it. In my case, I take credit cards. I don't charge any extra fees for the credit cards. In my own opinion, when I see that sign that says there's a 3 or 4% charge for using a credit card, it just makes me angry, and I may not want to purchase as much. But if they say, hey, well, I got free reign, to go purchase this without having to worry about that fee, sure, you might lose, 3-4% of the sale, but you're probably going to be selling more because of that. So I advertise that fact and say, hey, I don't charge anything extra for putting a credit card for taking your credit card. And I get pretty good rates, so I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, I have no overhead involved with this at all. It's not my stuff to sell. It's my clients. So we price everything. Like I said, I went through the step of barcoding them all and go taking the credit cards, making sure there's enough cash, planning it all out, cleaning the items, displaying them, pulling in tables. There's a lot of steps involved in doing this. And, we could be here for an hour talking about all the fine details. But as long as you go in there with a plan and shop the estate sale that you're planning like you would like to see it, you want to make it a pleasant experience for your customers. They're inclined to buy more things from you. And then, like I said, we have half off day on the last day of the sale. In this case, it's Sunday, and so people normally will come back and try and clean us out. And that's what we're hoping for. We want to clean the whole place out so there's less to deal with after it's over. And that's probably the last step: is what do you do with the things that are left over from the estate sale? In our case, the client said, we just want the house empty. You can do with it whatever you want. And so I'm making arrangements to have the place cleaned out, and then go ahead and, I mean, if there's anything that's still valuable in there, we could possibly sell it. But I'm thinking that this particular sale has got a lot of good things in it. There's all kinds of, like I said, mid-century, fine quality. There's Limoges and Coach bags. I think a lot of it's going to be sold, so I think the clean out's going to be fairly minimal. This is just my guess. We're advertising it on Facebook, Nextdoor. We're putting it on just signs. So we're going to have, like lawn signs all over. So it's going to be hopefully a good sale. There's a lot of high price items in there, which is nice. And like I said, we try to keep it real in everyone for the pricing. So this is our first look at this house. We've not done anything to it. So when you're looking, oh, I don't know about this, there's a lot of things that just have not come out. And like I said, if you come back for the second video, you'll see what's all available at this particular house. And if you have questions about estate sales, or you think about conducting your own, feel free to drop me a comment. I always respond to all the comments in my videos. Well, we're going to take a quick look around. This is before everything has been organized and brought out, but I just wanted you to kind of get an idea of where the process starts when working with an estate sale. Out there is a garage. The garage is just chock full of goodness in there. I'm telling you, there is so many great items that are in there, including new things, vintage tools, newer tools. It's really hard to describe, but I'll be adding another video of just the garage soon. That'll come out on Wednesday of next week. And then this bedroom here has some interesting built-ins over there. There's a built-in vanity or dressing table. Here we have an entertainment center and all sorts of small things in there. Those will all be organized and put on shelves. In fact, we've already done all that work, and it looks really good. So everything will be priced and marked. You won't have to worry about asking, what does this cost? What does this cost? Everything that has a price is for sale. In this room, the master bedroom, there'll be dressers and tables full of small items. I'll show you this closet here in a minute. I'll come back and turn the light on for you. And then there's two dressers, one bookcase in here. The shelf along the wall where the window is full of vases, vintage lamps, vintage artwork, mostly of birds, because that was very popular in the 1950s. And then all kinds of small items that we found around the house. It's really kind of hard to describe, but in the next video, you'll see some of those things. You'll see all of them, in fact, as I post the next update. Here's a full-size string bass. I've not even taken a look at it yet. This bass possibly could be valued around $1,000. I have to take a look at it and see. I'm a bass major from school. I have a degree in bass and music education, so I'm pretty familiar with the different instruments, especially bass, but I've not taken a look, so we'll see what happens there. I wanted to show you this bathroom. This bathroom will actually be blocked off from everybody, but it's just a very cool mid-century bathroom. I couldn't find the power switch to turn on the light, but it's not been really touched since the day it was installed, with the tiles and all the decor and everything. And then we're going to take a look inside the closet with the light on. Now, there's a lot more things that are in here. This is full of blankets, and there's a few clothing items in there. We don't have really very many clothes in this sale. It's mostly going to be hard goods and such. But there's going to be all full of different things in here. There's a desk in here, like a student-sized desk. We're even selling the hangers. That we found lots of hangers around. So we'll move on to the next room. Go down the hallway here. The kitchen is up next, and we've not pulled out, at this point, we've not pulled out all of the pans and dishes and glasses, but we did find some crystal pieces in there, as well as fine porcelain such as Limoges and other fine brands that you can come and take a look at. And they're all priced reasonably. The refrigerator's been sold, so I'm sorry about that. The stove is still available, so if you need an electric stove in Almond, there you go. There's a chair and one of those tables with a lamp built into it. 3-seat sofa, all kinds of smalls will be displayed here as well. The table and chair set back there has been sold. Now I want to just take a look at the beautiful backyard. The former owner was a master gardener, did a wonderful job of maintaining this property. And out here we have wrought iron pieces, a table and chairs, a glider. Does not have cushions, but there's an aluminum glider back there. And this shed is just full of different kinds of tools, a lawnmower, fairly new lawnmower. It's maybe a couple years old with electric start. And then we also have a snowblower too, which has only seen one season. It's only been used, I believe, 3 times. You know, we had a pretty light winter recently, so it doesn't have hardly any use. It started right up first time, you know, with the fuel that was in it. Well, there we have some nice signed pieces of artwork, some by local artists. There's a foot massager if your feet are tired. I know mine are after doing this for 2 weeks. And then in the bedroom, there's a dresser, there's a desk, there's a twin-size bed with storage underneath. Nice bed. This is our start at the living room. Now, everything you have to realize, this is our first walkthrough again, everybody. I want to emphasize that all this has been reorganized and we brought out everything. Nice mid-century table, side tables there. There's a ton of artificial floral. These are 31 bags, lots of 31 bags. There's a antique love seat. There's some storage over there. There's plenty of vintage books. There's some Reader's Digest compilations, encyclopedias. We'll have vintage cookbooks too as well. They're not shown here. They're actually in the kitchen storage. So lots of vintage cookbooks that we'll be bringing out. I hope you can join us at the estate sale, everyone. It's going to run from May 31st, 2024 until June 2nd. The address will be posted 2 days before on May 29th. And if you follow us on Facebook at McDuff's Cool Stuff, or you can jump on our website, mcduffscoolstuff.com, for more information.